Ashi, I have really something interesting to share with you.
I can tell.
Okay, Adheep will give introduction about it.
आशी igebra के जो टीम मेंबर्स है और igebra जो कंपनी है इसमें कुछ स्टोरीज रिलीज की है मैथ्स के रिलेटेड। अभी उन स्टोरीज में कैरेक्टर्स आते हैं, तो अभी वो कैरेक्टर्स कौन से मैम? कैन यू टेक आउट द इक्वेशन मैम? दैट इक्वेशन
I can go on the Google page and I can write a most
beautiful equation
in math.
yeah आशी ये इक्वेशन बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है। पता नहीं ये मैथ्स में कोई कुछ है, पर ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुल इक्वेशन है। तो इसमें तू ध्यान से देख कौन कौन से कैरेक्टर्स है। इसमें ई है, आई है, पाई है और 1 और 0 है। तो बेसिकली क्या है, अभी igebra टीम ने एक आइडिया से आया है कि इन लोगों ने ये सारे नंबर्स को एक कैरेक्टर्स में बदल दिया। तो क्या हुआ, प्लस और इक्वल्स टू को हटा दे, प्लस और इक्वल्स टू को हटा दे। तू बस इतना देख, 6 आई पाई 1 एंड 0 इतना। अभी इन नंबर को ये igebra की टीम ने कन्वर्ट किया कैरेक्टर्स। तो बेसिकली क्या है यहाँ पर आई, अभी ये सब जो है इनको हम इन अदर टर्म आई पाई बड़ी बोलते हैं, क्योंकि ये देख ये देख यहाँ पर आई एंड पाई है। तो यहाँ पर आई और पाई को हम एक नेम दिया आई पाई बड़ी, और इसका बेसिकल सिंबल है ये जो मैम लिख रही है। तो अभी इन सब कैरेक्टर्स को लेके मैंने और मैम की टीम ने, सब लोगों ने मिलके स्टोरी बनाई है। उसमें मेरे भी 2 स्टोरी बना के मैम को सेंड किए, वो मैंने और मैम ने मिलके बनाई है। बेसिकली ये सब कैरेक्टर्स क्या करते हैं, ये सब कैरेक्टर्स सबसे बेस्ट है इन द मैथ्स। बेसिकली हम स्टोरी में क्या रिप्रेजेंट करने वाले हैं, ये सबसे बेस्ट कैरेक्टर है इन मैथ्स। और अभी ये लोग एक दूसरे में मैथ्स कोई प्रॉब्लम आ जाता है तो ये लोग मैथ्स का कोई सोल्यूशन लेके उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर देते हैं। इनमें मैंने 2 स्टोरीज बनाई है जिसमें प्रॉब्लम्स है और उसको इन सारे बडियों ने मिलके सॉल्व किया है।
Okay, I would like to add a few things here.
Yeah.
That like Adheep mentioned, these are the iPi buddies. The group name is iPi buddies, but there are 5 members in that group: E buddy, I buddy, Pi buddy, 1 buddy and 0 buddy. I can show you actually E buddy, I buddy, Pi buddy, 1 buddy and 0 buddy.
Wow, I think that was simply wow. The way Adheep actually expressed the iPi buddies and whatever he spoke about the Euler's equation was just fantastic. It's not just about marks in the end that we see. It's about how creative a child can get if something is given to him. And as we can see that Adheep just wanted to so much explain the concept of iPi buddies to his friend that he actually asked his trainer to just Google Euler's equation that I want to explain this way. And I don't know, I think it's just mesmerizing for me when I sit here and see this. And it's just fantastic for me to speak about the same because it's about creativity, it's about that rigor, it's about the journey of learning and not just marks in the end. Marks do matter, but of course, as we say, in today's world, we need to go one notch higher. So Akriti, what do you feel about it? Because I don't have any words further about this. I feel amazing.
So first and foremost, when I watched this video, I wanted to know what grade is he studying in. So when I got to know he's in class 6, I was completely astonished.
Yeah.
At the manner how he was, clearly and explaining everything so beautifully, and the way he was taking charge in the class.
Correct.
With so much confidence, and I am there, I'll explain it to you, and this is that, and this is that, and the way he was explaining the things, it was so much, simple. It was it was so simplified that I believe anyone could understand it, right? And this is exactly the manner in which a child should be, should be taught any topic, be it Euler's equation or anything which is easily relatable. And I would say that kudos to the trainer, because I believe whatever the way he was performing in the class is completely because of the trainer. And I'm sure they put in a lot of hard work and effort to make and to bring out these kind of thing in public. So yes, it's great to watch, and it is mesmerizing, it is amazing, all the superlatives that we can add over here.
I think that's really rightly put up, how crisp the information was, how simplified it was. And above that, you mentioned about confidence. I think that's wonderful because students sometimes are not able to gain that confidence even to speak or even to just ask a question from a teacher. But over here, as we saw how he was taking the charge of the class and wanted to explain everything to his friend, I
Yes.
think that's superbly done. And that's what igebra classes are for. It's not just about marks, as I said, but one notch higher is definitely the need of the era. So, Akriti, I'm pretty sure you have done a lot of background research about Adheep. So, can you please know a little more about him and how igebra classes are different from the usual stuff?
So when I watched Adeep's video, I wanted to know more about him because it is very enlightening for us as a company to, have that kind of child with so much enthusiasm to learn something new every day. So I went out to see his projects, and I also spoke to his trainer. So the trainer, whenever I took his name, the trainer was completely, the face was all lighten up, and she said that Adeep is someone who is very, very enthusiastic when it comes to classes. He's actually always looking forward to learn something new. And whenever a new concept comes in, he will always ask the trainer to spend more, 15 minutes more, so that he is better able to grasp the concept. So all of these things shows actually that how he is so much eager to attend the classes, as well as how much excited he is there for the classes. For him, math is actually something to look forward to. It
Correct.
is not a subject to be scared from or having some kind of phobia, or there is some disliking part is happening. It's just not happening. It's basically a way wherein he can express his emotions, also broaden his horizon. So
Correct.
I would want to showcase a few of his projects so
Okay.
that our viewers will also get to know what is the standard of the children over here who
Okay.
actually create such beautiful projects. So this is a project that is created by Adhi, how to control your emotions,
Okay.
and wherein he has uh, taken help from iPi buddies. What
Okay.
are iPi buddies? I'll explain it to you. So basically, iPi buddies are fictional characters used by igebra. So
Okay.
these are cartoon characters, but we've taken them from Euler's equation. So there is one, there is I, there is pi, there is e, and there is o buddy. So uh, in collaboration, all of these buddies come together and explain different concepts to children. So they can teach you addition, multiplication. So
Mhm.
all of these buddies will explain the concepts to you in a storytelling manner, right? So every other buddy is having a different image, a different personality,
Right.
and the children pick up from there and use them to explain concepts. So for example, over here he is showcasing how to control your emotions.
Hmm.
So here, one buddy is saying the boys are so mean, in the class. And then he's talking to Pi Buddy. Then,
Yeah.
what are you thinking? Some boys talk about me that, I'm a loser.
Hmm.
Then over here, why are you feeling bad? So one is generally, this is what happens. If someone says anything bad to us, we want to beat them up or we want to take some kind of revenge, right? Now, this is what exactly Buddy One is feeling. Then, actually, Pi is saying that you need to try to control your emotions, and one is saying, then, what will happen if I do not? So, this is the scenario. Can you see
Yeah.
how beautifully he is, done everything in school, and he's actually showcased the entire area.
Yeah.
Now, one is again back in the school, and his classmates are teasing him again.
Okay.
Now, what is he saying? That, big loser, and he is also giving them back in retaliation that you are also pieces of mud. As you sow, so shall you reap. So if you are fat, you are also fat. So this is what kids generally do. They want to reciprocate.
Yeah.
And similarly, now he's coming back to his pie buddy and discussing what is happening,
Correct.
what happened at the school today. So he said that that it was bad again, and I was being teased, and he's saying that I'm not able to control my emotions, as you said, and I'm not feeling very good. Definitely, if he would have been very happy about what he did in the school, he would not be sharing the same thing with Pi Buddy. Now he's asking him that how can I control my emotions. Now E Buddy is also coming into picture. I can tell you how can you control your emotions. So basically, one is saying that when they teased me, I also reacted, and then I'm not feeling very bad. I'm feeling very bad. So he said that you have to. There is a trick that you should just talk to your friends and just count from 1 to 10,
Yeah.
so that you do not feel angry. So he's saying actually it's a cool idea. So let's go out, eat, and eat something delicious. So this is a positive message also,
Correct.
and this is something which I believe kids should learn. So just look at the narration of this video. He is bringing all the buddies, together. There is E, there is I, there is Pi, and then all of them are giving him a positive message: how to control your emotions, and the manner in which he has, weave this entire story is coming out together really nicely. So it is very important that math should also be taught in such a manner that it stays with you forever. And I believe the thing which stays with you forever is storytelling, right?
Correct.
We can still recall the stories which we were taught when we were very, very young, right? So I can still recall some stories that were taught to me by my grandmothers, paternal and maternal both. So, and still, after so many years, I can hear them actually, talking about the story. So, this is what is the power of storytelling. So, it goes well with mathematics as well.
Correct.
Another one that concept is on a little higher level, wherein he's talking about mind mapping.
Okay.
So, mind mapping is a concept which is used by a lot of subjects, but we are actually using this as of now in mathematics. So, can you see how this background, everything has been done by him? He has
A lot
created
of
everything.
calculators also.
Yes, all of these compass and all geometry box, everything is there. So now he is talking about, that what is mind map of math. So there is O buddy, there is pi and E. All of them are actually talking to each other. And can you see the office setup also?
Yeah.
Everything is on place. Like there is some food also. There is small kitchen. Then there is windows also. Laptops are there.
Yeah.
So, and now they are actually, now he is showcasing how do we do mind map for mathematics. So he is making them understand. Now he's segregating numbers into integers and fractions. Now integers are another, they are segregated more into negative and whole numbers, and then whole number is again segregated into zero, and then natural numbers and even and prime numbers.
Correct.
So now he is using all of these things to be implemented in a classroom setting. So there are some children sitting there. Then there is one teacher sitting in front of the blackboard. So iPi High School, can you see this thing?
Yeah.
So just look at the small little elements that he has used, and there is a child thinking about one, two, three, four. Generally, we do that when we are sitting in a math classroom. We are thinking about numbers. So he is actually doing this about it, and then over here we are he's asking what is mind map, right? So now the kids are actually talking about what is mind map. Then Pi Buddy is actually teaching them that what is it all about. Then he's showcasing them on the blackboard background. And after a minute, the teacher is asking some questions. Okay, let's ask some questions.
Yeah.
All prime numbers. Then the children are actually looking at the board and answering. So my reason of showcasing all of these things was how he has incorporated small details in this video.
Yeah.
Even if someone who doesn't know what is mind map, I think after looking at his project, you will actually understand how he has created this entire setting of the classroom, what to use, what not to use. Plus he has mentioned all of these things in sequence. One is for you have to read this first, you have to read this second. So everything, all the small things are taken care by him. He could have removed these numbers also, right?
Yeah.
Then we would have been completely in chaos manner, looking at which should come, this should come first, or that should come first. So I believe these are the things which have actually made us, all of us, realize that how small things can actually matter. And I hope the viewers would also get a feel and idea of how we are actually training at iGebra, which is the outcome is so fruitful.
Agreed. I think very well put up, Akriti. When you showcased about the previous one, it was talking about emotions. I think that's very sensitive also to children when it comes to topics like these, how they get bullied, or maybe how they're not comfortable with their friends because of certain standards that have been set by the parents, by the teachers. And I think it was very well narrated and communicated that way. And how you were showcasing about that house that was made, the school that was made, the office setup. I think it's just wonderful to see how creative children can get if they are given that platform too, because you can't do all of this in a notebook after all. So I think it was really wonderful. I had a blast looking at his projects, and I think this is what is learning of life. This is what it is. Studying is one thing, but learning also plays one thing. So it plays a major role. So I think this is learning in true sense. So would you just like to give some concluding remarks or something?
After seeing Adheep's work, I think what the trainers here are doing at iGebra, they are focusing on building up the concepts.
Correct.
In relation with problem solving, definitely problem solving is a huge part, but then concept building is also very important. And I believe after seeing his work, I can also say that iGebra also helps in helping kids incorporate mathematics as a part of their lifestyle.
Correct.
So who could have thought that a sixth grader can come out and weave a story which is all mathematics in nature and use different buddies as a part of storytelling. So yes, this is very important, and I believe that happens when you have the right place, you have the right trainer with you, and with the right principle and goal. So at iGebra, all the trainers feel that all the kids should have a very strong foundation in mathematics, because in math, as we know, all the topics are interrelated. If you learn addition, then you will be able to do the multiplication,
right,
or vice versa. So these are the things which I feel the trainers are doing at iGebra, and this is what is making the children do such a great.
Right. And I think this is what sets us apart from the conventional and traditional ways of studying math, and so many other things are incorporated over here, like technology, use of Canva, and so many other things which are a vital part of one's life. We can't deny it now. So I think very well use of the technology and amazingly put forth concepts using the buddies. And of course, the Euler's equation is what came into picture as well. So there's learning at, I think, every step that was taken by Adheep. And I think we wish all the students to learn this way and be happy, bring out their creativity and keep enhancing them, because life is a learning journey. So with that, I think we'll close this. So thank you so much, Akriti, for sharing the wonderful work and for your comments and how the importance of storytelling and how much important there are other several things which do exist and we should actually pay attention to it than just a pen, paper, or a notebook and a blackboard setup. So thank you so much for sharing the importance of the recent technologies with us and also enlightening me with the few beautiful concepts of learning. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Avi. It's always a pleasure on your show, and I was happy if I have, enlightened a small amount of people, viewers, through this.
That's great. Thank you, Akriti. See you soon.